Kay leads with heart and an unshakable commitment to dignity for all. As a member of the Whedon Cancer Detection Foundation Board and the Bighorn Audubon Society, Kay has balanced her deep concern for individual well-being with a broader care for the world we share. Nationally, her leadership has extended to the Leadership Council of the Shepherd Centers of America, now known as Aging Forward, where she helped shape the future of aging in communities across the country. She also is part of a local PEO chapter and PEO Wyoming, and loves engaging in the oldest book review club in Sheridan. Kay played a pivotal role as a founder and board member for Greenhouse Living for Sheridan. She also helped spark a movement with Dementia Friendly Wyoming, changing how we understand, support, and include people living with dementia. Kay's work is not about programs, it's about people. And her legacy is one of connection and a deep belief that everyone deserves to live with purpose, community, and care.
Well, I've actually been coming to Sheridan since the 60s to visit my father and stepmother, but didn't actually arrive here until 2007, when I had met a wonderful, kind, and authentic man and married for the first time. And he happened to live in Wyoming, and I didn't want to take him to a big city. So I moved here to be with him, and it's been an incredible joy. I am blessed because now I have his two adult children who are my friends, and now I get to basically have grandchildren that we can spend wonderful time with, and hopefully I can have a positive effect on their lives. Well, when I graduated from college at Wichita State University, I moved to Kansas City, and had always known that I wanted to be involved in making change in the community or helping communities become better places, and continue to get education, and got my master's in public administration, and that sort of started me off on a social service world of administering social service programs over the many years, much of it in community-based aging. Yeah, when I arrived in 2007, by 2008, I found this group of passionate citizens that were ready to do something different and make sure that their loved ones lived a meaningful life.
Kay and I met many years ago when the greenhouse was a good idea, and we got together very passionately, believing it was the right way to start treating our elders. And we took 10 long years to accomplish our goal, till we could start breaking ground to build the buildings. And we also had something called the Greenhouse Girls. And when we needed to just take a little break, maybe we'd go for coffee, lunch, wine, and just have an opportunity to kind of let it all hang out again.
I had the privilege and honor to get to know Kay almost 20 years ago when she arrived in Sheridan from Kansas City. There was a buzz about the nonprofit world that Kay Wallick's in town. Did you know Kay? She's an advocate for seniors. We had so many people involved in that project. It was a real community effort. And her role, her volunteer role, was to kind of corral us and keep us all organized.
And so, after 10 years of hard work and passion, Greenhouse Living for Sheridan became a reality. 4 cottages, 48 elders, a community of support, and most importantly, a new standard of person-centered care in Sheridan.
And many people know that our greenhouse was the first one in the nation that actually exists because of the passion of the citizens of the community. At one of our strategic planning sessions for the greenhouse, we talked about the fact that, maybe dementia is what we really wanted to focus on, dementia care, and we wanted to be the experts on community-based dementia care as well. So we began to research dementia-friendly communities. I went to Amy Albright at the Center for Vital Community, and I said to her, what can we do? Can we do something to find out whether there's interest in this community, whether people would be dedicated to really creating a community that is accepting of people with dementia and their caregivers and provides the support that's needed?
And then I remember her coming to me and saying, I was wondering, in her Kay way, in her sweet Kay way, I was wondering if you would ever consider doing study circles on creating a dementia-friendly community. And, Kay comes to them, you don't tell her no. She's just, you know it's going to be a good idea, and you're just lucky she asked you.
I know Kay Wallick because she did a training at the hospital in 2015, and Wendy Oslin dragged me to meet her, and that's where I realized she was a really good community activist. At the time, she was building a dementia-friendly community, and I called her and I said, can I study under you? And she said, no, but you can work with me. And so since 2016, we've been working together toward building a dementia-capable community.
Put together 70 volunteers in the community to begin to look at the action steps that we created. And then about 5 months later, we discovered that there was an opportunity to apply for a $1.2 million grant. We did, and we thought, can we really do this? Can we write the proposal, get it submitted, and can we receive it? And we did 6 months later. I'll never forget that moment when Carmen and Stella Montano and Heather, I think everybody was in that car. They went down to hear Dr. Bill Thomas, who was actually doing a wonderful workshop on dementia care. And they got in the car to go home, and they received word that we received the grant. So they were all yelling and calling me in the car. That was kind of one of those community moments that just makes you realize that we can do it. So we did it.
Dementia-friendly Wyoming now serves almost 600 people each year through coaching, support, education, and continues to be on the cutting edge of dementia care in the entire country.
Think more than anything that together we have now really began to create a new attitude, a new feeling about aging, but that we are the people, the aging community as well, are the people that can really help make this community strong, make Sheridan strong.
She sees elders as being gold. She sees them as absolute treasures and treats them as such, and insists that we as a community and as families and as friends treat them as such and see who they are beyond their age.
I would say my biggest challenge is moving too fast and thinking that I can make the changes that will make people's lives better. I know I've gone into a community before where I thought I could change the world for the people that I felt were hurting the most and had the biggest needs. And I found out that I had not done my homework. So backing up, doing that homework, I think is building teams. That is my biggest lesson. Any individual can make a difference. That you don't have to be a superpower in the community to make change.
We both believe that one person can make a difference.
I would hope others take away from her example that anything is possible. Even a crazy idea that people say might not happen or it's too big of an idea to make it happen. Kay knows how to make it happen. She definitely knows how to bring people together, get the work done, roll up her sleeves, and see it to the end.
Kay's accomplishment is that she finishes. And she cares about how people are included in the process. So it's not just what she does, it's how she does it.
But she makes everyone feel comfortable in the room. Her quiet leadership allows other voices to be heard.
She's brave when it comes to, we may not have all the pieces, but we're gonna make this happen. And when I need to be brave, I pretty much say, what would Kay do?
I guess as a kind and compassionate woman who did her best to help other people in the world.